Hello, I'm Rachel Piper. Welcome to my channel, Size Diverse Pilates. Today we are going to be doing one of the 5 body movements mini workouts. I'm hoping to keep this one under 10 minutes. All you will need is a foam roller. Go ahead and lie back. We're just gonna get right into it. Reach the feet out, heels together, toes apart. Reach the heels into the foam roller and see if you can activate your back body. So that might mean that your waistband comes down a little bit to sort of engage back here. Reach the arms up, nice big inhale. And then on the exhale, bring yourself up, the arms come all the way down, and then we pump. And we pump. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Reach through the heels, keep the back body on as we pump. The 100 takes about a minute, so we'll see if we get all the way to a minute or not. Nice big inhales and exhales. So right now, 5 body movements. We are in our flexion. We also have extension, we have tall spine, rotation, and side bending or lateral flexion, depending on how fancy you want to get. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling. 1 more. Bring the arms up, and then if you want to try, go ahead and roll up with the feet up on the foam roller. Sometimes a little bit harder to do when you have the foam roller underneath of you. Let's take ourselves into the stomach series. Let's take the foam roller back behind, and we'll do a little bit of a reverse here. Take the hands back behind the head. Let's take one leg up and twist, come back, put the leg down, go into extension. So we're gonna do a little rotation, flexion, and some extension. Bring the other leg up, twist and flex, come back and extend. So we got 3 pieces going on, just like we did with saw in the other workout. So first we rotate, then we try and flex forward. We come back, we put the foot down, and we go into that extension. Come up into that flex position, bring the leg up, twist, and continue to reach into flexion. Put the leg down and take it back. You can do it a little bit quicker and maybe a little bit faster. We'll do 2 sets like this. So you come up, you cross over, you come back down. That extension, I think, feels pretty nice between, but it's always an option. 1 more extension back, curl yourself forward. Now we're gonna place that foam roller right underneath the hips and play around a little bit with 2 more of the stomach series. Double straight leg stretch and then single straight leg stretch. We're just reversing it a little bit, like a Pilates V here. So let's do Pilates V. Hands can be on that foam roller. Reach the legs away, press the head and the back in, and then bring it back up. So we have a tall spine pretty much from our rib cage up to the top of our head. Then the rest of the body is sort of curled forward, or curled up, I should say. Let's inhale as we reach the legs away. Your range of motion just needs to be in a place where you can continue to connect your head and your ribs to the mat, and you're trying to pull your waistband down into that empty space and keeping the pelvis exactly where it is. Last one here. Pull it back in. Now, if you have this secure high enough, go ahead, come into parallel and see if you can bring your arms up. Bring the legs toward us, and then other leg toward us. So you get to do that pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, pulse. We'll do 5 on each leg. Here we're staying in that tall spine again, from the ribs all the way to the top. Last set, pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. Now bring the legs down. You'll come up a little bit. It's going to seem like you're almost in extension. And that is the idea. How much can we bring our shoulders back, bring our head back, lift the hips a little bit, and try and maintain sort of this plank-like position. Let's take one leg out, reach it up, and flex it down. Lift it and flex it. This is our shoulder bridge with a kick option. I am not lifting off the foam roller. We'll just do 3 on that leg. Reach the other leg out. Try and open up this front hip as you take the leg down. Again, we're working towards keeping the body toward the mat, trying to maintain that plank-like position here. Always nice. Take the legs in. If this is comfortable for you, pull the knees in towards the body, and then maybe a little tiny windshield wiper. Little windshield wiper here. Place the hands back on. Let's lift the legs up, a little bit of corkscrew. Range doesn't matter. Take the legs over, then bring the legs down, and I'll do a smaller one here. Because really, again, we're trying to pull our spine into the mat and maintain this position here. Reach the legs away and bring it back. Now, if you want to play around, we'll do one more. You can reach the legs away as much as you can. You really have to pull yourself in to bring the legs around. Pull the legs into you. Then we'll go over to that other side. I love this version of corkscrew here with the hips lifted. And bring yourself back. Then go ahead, however you want to get out of it. I'm going to pop myself up. We'll go back into some extension. Then we'll end with a little rotation and side bending. This is optional. I'm going to place this right underneath my hips so I can do swan dive motion. Sometimes when we have props, we can do some of the exercises that seem a little bit more daunting. So bring yourself down, lift the legs up, push up, and come down. Push up and come down. You can be in a plank-like position, or when you come up to the top, reach yourself into a little more extension and then try and maintain it for a few more. So you sort of just stay in that extension and then go ahead and reach it back. Child's pose. Alrighty. I love doing the spine twist seated here. With the foam roller, take it right through your ankle all the way up to the top. Now for this one, I'm going to place my hands behind my head just in case I hit my foam roller. Hands behind the head, nice and tall. Squeeze the foam roller all the way the ankles up to the knees. Nice big inhale, center. Then exhale, twist, twist, twist. And then inhale back to center. Squeeze the foam roller to keep your hips heavy. But you're trying to reach those sits bones down, keep the pelvis upright, and you're just twisting. You're just twisting right up through here. Exhale to twist, 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 and inhale back. And as you twist, if you notice more pressure on one knee versus the other, that means that your hips might be shifting a little bit. That's just information for us, no big deal. Last one here, twist, 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 and then bring it back. All right, here we go. We'll do a little side bending to end. You can do this cross-legged. You can also sit on the end of the bench with your feet down like you did for spine twist. I'm gonna take the arm that will be on the foam roller, that leg is on top, and then when we switch, then we'll bring the other leg up on top. This is just a gentle guide. What I would like to see is you trying to come up and over instead of sliding out and in, and that's going to be the challenge for us, is to try to not just lean. Looks like you're leaning. Yeah, so we want to come up and over. So we want to get the full bend, that full up and over, like a little candy cane or a rainbow or any of that kind of stuff. reach one arm up, really press those knees down, come up and over, and see if you can stay tall. That's why it's a challenge. Reach the arm up. I'm lightly pressing here. If I pressed too much into this, then I don't have that same resistance as the magic circle. We had the magic circle when we came up, we got that springiness to come up. We don't have that with the foam roller, so it's sort of a little bit of a mind trick. Over, and then pull yourself back up. 3 to the other side, and then we will say voila. All right, switch those legs. Hand is on. It may be harder for you to be taller on this side with this leg. You might just go over to the side. That's okay. We're just trying to be as tall as possible. That might mean that your side bend stops right here and you barely touch that. That's okay. Then come back, take the hand down, reach it back up, and see if you can come up and over. I'm going to start to dip a little bit more on this side because this side for me is very tight in my hip. And that's information for me, so I know my challenge place to try and stay tall, to come over and come back up. I love learning things with you. Thank you so much for joining me in this very short little 5 body movements series. This one with the foam roller. I have 2 other ones, resistance band and magic circle. Those are just a little tiny bit longer. So give those a try and let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share it around, please. I love creating these little freebies for you all, and I will see you next time.